How many languages can you speak? Why not?
I can speak 3 languages fluently: Vietnamese, which is my mother tongue, English, which I've been studying for over 10 years, and a bit of Japanese, which I started learning recently out of personal interest. I think being multilingual not only broadens my worldview, but also improves my communication skills. English is essential for academic and professional growth, while Japanese is a language I find culturally fascinating. I haven't learned more languages, mainly because of time constraints. Mastering even one foreign language takes a lot of dedication. However, I'm always open to learning more if the opportunity arises.
How useful will English be to you in your future? Why not?
English will undoubtedly be extremely useful for me in the future, since I plan to study abroad and pursue a career in an international environment. Having a strong command of English is essential. It's the global language of business, science, and technology, so being proficient in it will open up countless opportunities. Besides, many of the resources I rely on for learning and professional development, like academic journals, online courses, or industry news, are available primarily in English. Without it, I'd feel quite limited. So for me, English isn't just a subject at school. It's a vital tool for personal and career growth.
What do you remember about learning languages at school? Why not?
One of the things I remember most vividly about learning languages at school, how grammar-focused the lessons were. We spent a lot of time memorizing rules and doing written exercises, but there was very little speaking practice. While that helped me build a solid foundation in vocabulary and sentence structure, it didn't really boost my confidence in real-life communication. I also remember enjoying language games or group activities, which made learning feel more interactive and fun. Looking back, I think the lack of speaking opportunities was a drawback, but overall, it sparked my interest in learning languages more deeply.
What do you think would be the hardest language for you to learn? Why?
I think the hardest language for me to learn would probably be Arabic. From what I know, it has a completely different alphabet, a right-to-left writing system, and a complex grammar structure with lots of irregularities. On top of that, there are many regional dialects that can vary quite a bit from the standard form, which makes it even more challenging. I also find the pronunciation quite difficult, especially the sounds that don't exist in my native language. That said, I still find the language fascinating and would love to learn it someday if I had the time and proper guidance.
Describe a website you have bought something from. You should say what the website is, what you bought from this website, how satisfied you were with what you bought, and explain what you liked and disliked about using this website.
One website I've used to buy something is Shopee, which is a popular e-commerce platform in Southeast Asia. A few months ago, I ordered a pair of wireless earbuds from this site because they were having a special discount. I was quite satisfied with my purchase overall. The product arrived on time and was exactly as described, brand new, well packaged, and fully functional. The sound quality of the earbuds was better than I had expected, especially considering the affordable price. What I liked most about using Shopee was how user-friendly the interface was. It was really easy to search for products, compare prices, and read customer reviews before making a decision. The checkout process was also smooth, and I received updates about my order regularly, which gave me peace of mind. However, one thing I didn't like was the overwhelming number of ads and pop-up recommendations, which sometimes made the app feel a bit cluttered. Also, while most sellers are reliable, there's always a risk of getting low-quality items if you don't check the reviews carefully. All in all, though, I had a positive experience and would definitely use the site again.
What kinds of things do people in your country often buy from online shops?
In my country, people buy a wide variety of things from online shops, but the most common items are clothing, electronics, and household goods. Clothes are especially popular because online platforms often offer more styles and better deals than physical stores. Electronics like smartphones, headphones, or power banks are also in high demand, partly because people can compare prices and read reviews easily online. Apart from that, daily necessities such as groceries, skincare products, and even furniture are becoming more common purchases, especially since the pandemic accelerated the shift to online shopping. Convenience, wide selection, and frequent discounts are probably the main reasons why online shopping is so appealing to many people here.
Why do you think online shopping has become so popular nowadays?
I believe online shopping has gained massive popularity because of the convenience it offers. People can browse and buy anything they need without leaving home, which saves time and effort, especially for those with busy schedules. In addition, online platforms often provide better prices, more variety, and access to customer reviews, which help buyers make informed decisions. The rise of mobile apps and secure payment systems has also made the process smoother and safer. On top of that, during the pandemic, many people turned to online shopping out of necessity, and that habit seems to have stuck. So overall, it's the mix of comfort, efficiency, and accessibility that makes it so appealing today.
What are some possible disadvantages of buying things from online shops?
While online shopping is convenient, it definitely comes with some drawbacks. One major disadvantage is the lack of physical inspection. You can't touch, try, or test the product before buying, which sometimes leads to disappointment if the item doesn't meet your expectations. There's also the risk of scams or receiving low-quality goods, especially when dealing with unreliable sellers. In addition, delivery delays can be frustrating, particularly if you need the item urgently. Some people also tend to overspend because online platforms are designed to encourage impulse buying with constant ads and flash sales. So although online shopping is easy and time-saving, it's not without its downsides.
Why do many people today keep buying things which they do not need?
I think one of the main reasons is the power of marketing and advertising. These days, people are constantly bombarded with ads on social media, websites, and even through emails, which creates a sense of urgency or desire to buy things they didn't plan to. Another factor is emotional spending. Some individuals shop to relieve stress, boredom, or even loneliness. On top of that, the rise of buy now pay later services and easy online payment methods makes it effortless to make impulsive purchases without thinking too much. So in many cases, it's not that people truly need those items, but that they're influenced by external triggers and psychological habits.
Do you believe the benefits of a consumer society outweigh the disadvantages?
I believe the benefits of a consumer society do outweigh the disadvantages, but only to some extent. On the positive side, a consumer-driven economy leads to innovation and economic growth, as businesses are constantly trying to meet consumer demands and improve their products. It also provides individuals with a wide range of choices and access to better living standards. However, the downsides are undeniable. The constant pressure to consume can lead to environmental degradation, as well as an unsustainable lifestyle where people focus too much on material possessions rather than personal fulfillment. Additionally, the emphasis on consumerism can promote shallow values, encouraging people to measure success by what they own rather than who they are. So while I think the consumer society has clear benefits, it's essential to find a balance to avoid the negative consequences.
How possible is it to avoid the culture of consumerism?
I think it's quite challenging to completely avoid the culture of consumerism, especially in today's world where it's so deeply embedded in our daily lives. With constant exposure to advertisements, social media, and the pressure to keep up with trends, it can be difficult not to be influenced by consumer culture. However, it's not impossible. By becoming more mindful of our purchases, focusing on quality over quantity, and prioritizing experiences over material goods, people can certainly reduce their reliance on consumerism. Moreover, advocating for sustainable living and supporting ethical brands can also help shift the mindset away from mindless consumption. So, while it's tough, it's definitely possible if individuals consciously make an effort to live a more intentional and minimalist lifestyle.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us in today's interview. Wishing you good health and the best of luck.
Thank you very much, madam. I also wish good health and the best of luck in life.